close your eyes. What happens to the room? Does the chair you were just looking at simply vanish into nothingness? Does the light from the window cease to exist, waiting patiently for you to return? Or does it all carry on, just as it was without you? This simple question opens a door into a profound mystery. It challenges the very foundation of what we call reality. It quietly suggests that perhaps the world needs a witness. It needs you. We are taught from a young age that the world is a solid, independent thing. A mountain stands tall, whether or not a single person is there to see it. The moon orbits the earth, a silent dance that continues through eons. This is the bedrock of our understanding. We are merely visitors here, small observers on a tiny stage. But what if that fundamental assumption is wrong? What if we are not just visitors, but co-creators of the very stage on which we stand? The world of science has begun to ask this very question. The journey begins not with philosophy, but with physics. The universe might be listening. Imagine a simple experiment, one that has puzzled the greatest minds for a century. It is called the double-slit experiment. Scientists fire tiny particles, like electrons, at a barrier with two narrow slits in it. Behind the barrier is a screen that records where the particles land. If no one is watching which slit the particles go through, something magical happens. The electrons act not like tiny balls, but like waves. They seem to pass through both slits at once, interfering with each other to create a distinct pattern of many stripes on the screen. It is a pattern of pure potential, but this is where the mystery deepens into something almost unbelievable. The moment a scientist places a detector at the slits to see which path each electron takes, the entire picture changes. The very act of observing forces the electron to make a choice. It stops being a wave of possibility and becomes a single, solid particle, like a tiny marble. It goes through one slit or the other, but not both. The beautiful wave pattern on the screen vanishes, replaced by just two simple stripes. It is as if the particle knew it was being watched and behaved differently because of it. This result is not a fluke. It has been repeated thousands of times, with the same baffling outcome. Observation is not a passive act. At the most fundamental level of reality, the act of looking, of measuring, seems to collapse a world of infinite possibilities into a single, concrete fact. The universe, it seems, waits for an observer before it decides what to become. This strange link between consciousness and the physical world is the gateway to an even bolder idea, one that places life itself at the very center of existence. From this quantum strangeness, a theory called biocentrism emerges. Proposed by Dr. Robert Lanza, it makes a radical claim. It suggests that life does not exist in the universe. The universe exists in life. Consciousness is not a small, accidental byproduct of physics and chemistry. Instead, it is the fundamental force that weaves the fabric of reality. Space and time, the very dimensions of our world, are not cold, hard objects. They are tools of the mind, the language our consciousness uses to make sense of it all. Without a conscious observer, the universe remains a mere storm of probability. Think of the cosmos as an unwritten story. Think of the cosmos as an unwritten story. The letters, the words, the sentences, they all exist as pure potential. But they do not form a narrative until a reader comes along. Biocentrism suggests our universe is much the same. The raw material of reality, the quantum foam of possibilities, churns without form or meaning. It is only when a conscious mind observes it that the story begins to be told. The stars ignite in our vision. The past settles into a fixed history. The future becomes a path we can walk. We are the readers of the cosmic book. This idea flips our entire worldview on its head. So, where does this leave us on this day? In this room? It leaves us with a choice. We can continue to see the world as a vast, indifferent machine in which we are but a temporary ghost. Or we can begin to see it as a grand, participatory story, a cosmic dream that we are dreaming together. This shift in perspective does not require us to abandon science. On the contrary, It encourages us to look even deeper into its mysteries, to ask bolder questions, and to remain open to answers that may shatter our oldest assumptions. When you look at another person, you are not just seeing a collection of atoms. You are seeing another center of consciousness, another co-creator of this shared reality. When you walk through a forest, you are not just an intruder in a silent world. You are the awareness that brings the forest to life, that transforms rustling leaves and dappled sunlight from mere physics into an experience of beauty and peace. Every moment of your life, every conscious breath is an act of weaving your thread into the magnificent tapestry of the cosmos. Your life is not insignificant. It is essential. You are not just living in the universe, you are creating it.